Hey Scott, this is Albert from Schaefer. Is going to do a walk around on our 2011 GMC Sierra. Again, my goal is to point out everything that I see that I think you may want to know about before you make the trip up, just so you know what you're getting into. We're very honest and upfront here, so I want you just to be educated and enlightened as what you're gonna see. Like I said, so first things first, let's take a look at the grill. Grill looks to be intact. Few dents here and there, and it looks like there was a touch-up spot here on the front driver's side. Headlights seem to be in good condition. I think from what I'd seen, all the lights were working correctly, and there's no cracks or anything or condensation starting to form in the headlight. That's a pretty common issue that I do see. Heading down the driver's side quarter panel, there are a few chips in the paint here. It looks like no rust or anything starting to develop from what I can tell. And we'll take a look here at the tire. Not new by any means, but definitely some life left to them. And we'll take a look a little bit closer look behind the wheel. Other than that, the rims show a little bit of delamination, if you will. That's pretty common, and all the wheels and tires are pretty much the same condition. Like I said, all matching tires. Continuing down, you'll see here in the windshield, no chips or cracks or splits starting to form, so it looks like it's intact. Did see a little bit of rust, it looks like starting to develop above the windshield. That's pretty common. And then as we drive down go down the driver's side, few dents, imperfection, not dents, but chips in the paint that I'm seeing. The trailer mirrors work as they should. Looks like the handles are working correctly as well, no missing pieces. Sometimes these come flying off or get chipped as well. While we're here, let's take a look at the cab corners and under the truck, just so you can see what we're looking at. And continuing down the bed, like I said, a few things here and there. Being a 6-year-old truck, looks like being a 2500, I imagine it was used for work as well. So there's gonna be a few things here and there. Take a look at the underbutt carriage and the rear wheel well. Over there, see your full-size spare tire. Take a look down the frame and body. Again, similar condition on the tires and rims. On the bed here, see it does have a back rack and a tonneau cover installed. One thing I did notice on the tonneau cover is that there are 2 holes up here towards the cab. The tonneau cover does close and latch as it should, so you do get that security of a tonneau cover. See the 5th wheel rails along with the bed liner in the back. Moving here to the rear end, lights, again, the lights look good, no cracks or anything starting to form, no condensation in them, which again is pretty common. Taking a look at the tailgate, again, a few chips in the paint from what I can see. The tailgate does work, and the close opens like it should. Down there again, you'll see your full-size spare tire along with your trailer hookups. For your trailer lights in your integrated trailer brake that the vehicle is equipped with from the factory, along with your trailer receiver. Going down the passenger side, and a few things here and there I'm seeing in the body. Take a quick look at the tire and the undercarriage. Take a look down the body as well. Perfect. Moving up to the cab on the passenger side, looks pretty clean. For my first go through, just needs a little bath from what I can tell. Let's also check out the cab corners while we're here. Perfect. This mirror does extend out as it should as well. You'll see it does have the 6.6 Duramax and Allison transmission. One more thing up here on the roof I did see. A few imperfections in the paint. As for that, let's move on to the inside. On the cold start, the vehicle did well. There was no hesitation. Actually, in fact, I'm going to use the remote start to start the vehicle to show that that does work as it should. Perfect. Now let's head inside. Do a check on the locks, windows, all the gadgets on the inside. First things first, on the driver's door panel, you'll see the window and lock controls. Just make sure that these do work as they should. So, drivers, passengers, rear passengers, and rear drivers. Next is the mirrors. Mirror works as it should on the driver's side. Passenger works as well. These do not have auto extending mirrors, so as I showed you earlier, you do have to extend them by hand, and you will see it's hard to see in the daylight, but the blinkers and the mirrors are working as well. So before we jump inside, one more thing, the locks, unlocks. Seems to be working all the locks as it should. One more thing to check is the adjustable seat here. That is working correctly as well. So let's jump inside. See, on the dashboard there is no check engine lights, no tire pressure monitor faults. In the video you'll see that the dashboard seems to be flickering. That is because of the frame rate of the video. I assure you in person the display is working steadily and as it should. Going through the controls, blinker and windshield wiper controls, the cruise control, and of course your Bluetooth controls along with steering wheel audio controls, which does work. Showing the radio does work as well. Climate control. You can hear the fans kicking on. Now let's cycle through to make sure that blender door is working properly. And it does seem to be changing the airflow as it should. Up here on the steering wheel you'll see your tow haul mode button here along with your manual transmission gear shift selector there. And of course, like I said, the integrated trailer brake from the factory, your controls here below the light control. When I took it for a test drive, the four-wheel drive did work as it should. I shifted into 4 high, 4 low. Other than that, for the 2500, features you should know, it does have an exhaust brake that you can use and was functional when I drove the vehicle. Other than that, the interior of the truck is pretty clean. I don't smell any smoke, no signs of cigarette damage or burns in the seat. Take a look here at the center console. There's no cracking or anything here. A lot of people usually rest their elbows there as they drive, and that's one thing I do see a lot of. Checking through. One thing as well, this is pretty common. The clip on this plastic part was pretty cheaply made, so it often breaks off. So that is one thing that does not lock or secure. But let me jump out here. Take a look at the driver's seat. It looks like it's not too worn. It's pretty common that people slide in and out there, so that wears off quickly. Other than that, again, no burn holes, tears. It looks like there may be some dirt left from got through the cleaning, which I can take care of for you. It's not a big deal. But take a look at the passenger, the rear of the cab. Again, seats look good. Flip up the seats. Take a look. Carpet looks to be good in condition. Looks like we missed a spot there. But you will see that the jack and your tools are present and accounted for, along with your rear floor mats. Again, like I said, could probably use one more good cleaning. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. One small bonus feature that I do like is they did add a lockbox here below the center bench seat that uses the same key to lock and unlock as the ignition key. Fun fact, excuse me. So last thing I want to do is pop open the engine bay so you can take a listen the best that we can through the recording of the phone, just to give you an idea. Alright Scott, this is the walk around on the 2011 GMC Sierra that you had called on. I hope I gave you enough as much information as I could to help you out. If you do have any questions or if you felt that I missed something, feel free to give me a call so I can address that or answer any questions for you. Again, this is Albert from Schaefer's. Phone number is 989-879-2211. Again, 989-879-2211. Thanks again, Scott.